Hey, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live that is all about the money is in the message. I want to make sure this is pinned so you can see what the topic is about. But welcome, welcome. If you're here joining me live, please drop a little one so that I can to let me know that you can see and hear me okay. Just want to make sure I'm not talking to myself. Or just drop a little heart just so I know that everything is loud and clear. Amazing. So, if you're new here, I'm Irene Moore. I am a strategist to global brands. I help some of the biggest brands in the world master their marketing, figure out what's not working, help them really connect with their customer as we're seeing a lot of the shifts that are happening, especially when it comes to shopping online. I also mentor emerging brands, and I'll be sharing a little bit more about my mentorship program throughout this live. But what I really wanted to talk to you about today is, I guess, a message that I want to share. And I think it's really important to know this. And that is that the money, when it comes to sales and really driving your business, the money is in the messaging, right? And I want to break down what this looks like because there's so much out there right now when it comes to visibility. And bearing in mind, I'm coming at you as someone who was a publicist for 10 years, right? So I live, breathe, eat what visibility and publicity is. But something that most people aren't aware of is that, you know, because we've all heard the same, cliches around success, right? When it comes to consistency is everything and content is king and all those other cliches that in part are true. And we see them circulating the web. We see them, all the sort of girl boss posts, pretty much saying some kind of version of that. But here's the thing, as a consultant to some of the biggest brands, I think I probably just think about what visibility truly is in a slightly different way. And the real secret to be able to cut through, the real secret to be able to make consistent sales is to focus much more on being heard and not just seen. Okay, because this is almost like the reverse of what most people are teaching online, right? Because it's maybe the way that they've built their business or what used to work 5 years ago. And in a world that favors very transient, maybe a little bit surface level content, it can be difficult to know how to differentiate yourself and actually get your message out there in a meaningful way that people will actually remember. Because remember, the point isn't just to flood the internet with content, right? That used to work for the Gary Vees of this world, but you actually need to have something to say that connects with people. Drop a one if this is making sense to you. If this is making sense to you and you understand where I'm going with this, drop a one because I want to make sure you hear where I'm coming from. I think when we start to shift our mindset to someone connecting, responding, hearing what we're saying, to just hitting like, then everything will shift for you in your business. Truly. Messaging, and this is essentially what we get paid for in our agency, is the secret weapon to marketing. It's often the most unsexy thing to talk about, and it's because it's one of the hardest things to nail. You truly have to be a marketer to understand how to nail messaging. It's not something that they teach you in coaching school. It's not something that you know intrinsically. To be able to shift your messaging and adapt your messaging, especially at a time like this where things are moving, shopping behavior is shifting, things are moving so quickly, is a skill. And it's why it's why brands pay handsomely for agencies to do that, because messaging can either land or land you in shit. Right? So it's really important to understand what your core messaging is, but ways to be able to adapt your messaging. And that's why, in my sales and marketing mentorship, I invite you to really explore what messaging means for you in this day and age right now, because what's worked for you up until now may not be landing in the same way. And it's a huge part of helping you find your real voice, a huge part of you really starting to understand that I have something powerful to share. My brand has a unique story to tell, and it's through understanding the various ways that I can share that story is how I'm going to stand out. Otherwise, you're just being compared by price, right? That's all anyone has to compare you by, because you just sound like everyone else. And so it's, for me, it's a thing that I love to do. I've always loved helping people find their voice. I've always loved helping brands really find what's really unique about them, and that's what you're going to experience inside this membership. Um, I'm so excited about it. I'm loving seeing how people are engaging with this now, and I would love for you to come in and try it out for free. A 7-day free trial. To do that after this live, you can just head into my bio and sign up for 7-day free trial. Come on in, see what's in there, see what we're doing, seeing how we're supporting you with live training so that you can actually ask questions and tailor these strategies that I'm teaching you to your business. See how we are supporting you with your social media marketing so that you're not stuck in overwhelm and not knowing quite what to say. And also so you don't miss those really important shopping days or shopping moments that perhaps you hadn't considered were right for your brand, but just didn't know how to shift your messaging to make it relevant for you. And of course, I'm all about connection. I'm all about community. So being able to host a platform that enables you to connect with like-minded founders like yourself who are in the same boat and grow your brand and business that way in a really organic and meaningful way is really something powerful. So I hope you do jump in and use your 7-day free trial. And what have you got to lose? Just come in and check it out. And I'd love to support you much more with your messaging and your marketing in 2023. But thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you on the inside.